All right, let's go ahead and start checking our homework for today. So yesterday we talked about how we are going to estimate the product, right? We said that whenever we're estimating, we're going to choose a number that's pretty close to our original number, but also that something that we can do quickly in our heads in 5 seconds or less. So we had 57 times 526. We're going to estimate that 57 is pretty close to 60, and that 526 is pretty close to 500. All right, so if I am doing 60 times 500, I'm going to cross out my zeros, right? So now I have 6 times 5, which is really easy, and that's 30, and I'm going to add back in my zeros because I'm a responsible 5th grader. Well, I'm a responsible teacher, but you're a responsible 5th grader. So I have 30 plus my 3 zeros equals 30,000. All right, your second one right here says to find the product. So I'm not estimating, I'm doing actual math. So I have 28 times 72. What's an easy way to do this? Yeah, lattice box, right? Okay, so I have 72 times 28. Remember, in math, it doesn't matter which order that you put the numbers as long as you're still multiplying them. So I have 2 times 2, which is 4. Oh, 4. And then I have 7 times 2, which is 14. And then I have 2 times 8, which is 16. And I have 7 times 8, which is what? Which is 56. Just double checking on my chart. Okay, so now what are we going to do? Yes, we're going to add in the diagonal. So I have 6. I have 4 plus 1 plus 6. I know 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. I'm going to make sure I carry my 1. Okay. 5 plus 4 plus 1. Ooh, 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 plus 5 is 10. That's pretty easy. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. So your product is 2016. Pretty easy, right? All right, let's clear this off. And then we'll scroll down. All right, I could not make it smaller, so I'm just going to go ahead and erase my answers. All right, so we're looking at our third one. It says find the sum. Sum is answer to an addition problem. So I'm going to go ahead and write these down. I have 628 and 1/10. I'm adding 24 and 8/100. What is the rule about decimals? Yeah, we have to make sure that our decimals are lined up, right? So we have 24, line up your decimal, and 8/100. Okay, so if I was subtracting, I would need to add a 0, but since I'm just adding, I already know that 8 plus nothing is still 8. Okay, and I have 1 plus nothing is 1. I'm going to drop down my decimal so I don't forget. I have 8 plus 4. I can count by 2s, 8, 10, 12. Carry my 1. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 6 and nothing. Your answer should be 652 and 18/100. Okay. Give you a second to write that down. All right. Whoop. Let me drag what we're doing. Okay. Now this word problem, we worked on it yesterday, but we're going to go over it again. So let's talk about the things that are important. Kelly is saving money for vacation. That's a big thing, right? Her goal is to get $190. She has made 8 deposits of $15 each so far. So how much more money does she need to reach her goal? So if her goal is $190, I'm just going to write this number up here. $190. Okay, this says that she's made how many deposits? 8 deposits. And in these deposits, how much money has she put in it? $15. That's still a pretty good amount. Okay, so what am I going to do with that? 8 and 15. If she's made 8 deposits and she's put $15 in it each time, I'm going to multiply. So I have 8 times 5, which is 40. Carry my 4. And I have 8 times 1, which is 8, plus 4. I can count by 2s, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so how much money has she made so far, or saved so far? $120. Okay, so if she's saved $120, let's see if I can move this around. Perfect. Okay, if she's saved $120 and she is trying to find how much more money she needs to reach her goal, what am I going to do? Right, I'm going to subtract. So I have 120 taken away from 190. 0 minus 0 is 0. 9 minus 2 is 7. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So how much more money does she need to reach her goal? 70 what? Dollars. All right. Let's see if there's anything that we need to notice about tomorrow's. Nope, it's pretty similar, right? We're estimating the product, so you're finding numbers that are pretty similar. Okay. You are finding the product, so you're doing the work. You are finding the difference, making sure that your decimals add up. Ooh, let's talk about this one. Okay, so yesterday's homework, right? I said since it was addition that we didn't need to add a 0 after our 1/10 to make it say 10 hundredths because we were adding, right? But if we're subtracting, and I have 62 and 1/10, and I'm taking away 37 and 82 hundredths, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? You're right, I have to add a 0, that way I have something to take it away from, okay? So make sure that you do that with yours. And then let's look at the bottom. Okay, so this says that Joey had been saving for a new bike that cost $160. He has saved $12 each week for 7 weeks. How much more money does Joey need to buy his bike? So this is really similar to the one that we did yesterday, right? So here's his goal. Here's how many weeks he's been saving for and how much he's put in each week. So what am I going to need to do? Right, I need to multiply. So I'm going to multiply the $12 times how many weeks? 7. Figure that out. And then if it says how much more money does he need to get to this goal, I'm probably going to do the same thing that I did here yesterday, which was subtract, right? All right. Work on that tonight, and we'll see if you're right tomorrow. Have a good day.